It's pouring rain. The show might get cut off. I'm just saying. Hang on. What's going on? I thought I adjusted this. Give me a second. And let's move you over just a little bit like that. Now we've got to adjust Facebook. Jeez, Facebook. This way. Nope. More that way. And there we go. All right, let's start the show all over again. Jeez. Zoo. Well, for my buddy, let's first. It's 5:30. Let's have our first beer. Now, once again, you guys don't have this, but this is a magnetized can opener with the eyeballs, real eyeballs of a lobster and its fin. And look at that. Magnetized. 100% sustainability. You'll never throw those in the ocean again. Now, would you say which show going to be about tonight? Well, Sleigh Day's having a King of the Harbor competition. Now these are mine. These are trophies. These are my tails that I got. That's a 13-pound lobster right there. 13. This one is the second. 12.4. Those are my PBs. Hang those back up. Those aren't going to anybody. Those are mine. But my buddy last year said, "Wow, I saw your stuff on Instagram." And he goes, "Can you make me 4 of those? Because I'm doing a competition." I said, "Absolutely." So here's the 2 that are done. Boom. Yes, quite a little bit of a difference in the tails. Leave me alone. But look at those, man. There we are. Let's flip them around. I even did a signature on them. Right there. Right there. This one got a little better signature. Right there and right there. I like this signature up here better. So when I break the tails, I'll make sure that I get the first. I think I want the first top layer, right? Instead of just going across the back like that and crushing it. So these things are even evolving. The bling chains. Now, okay. This one's going to be a tough one. Do not go to my website and order anything yet. We did it, and let's just say it was a fail. Okay. I wanted to be able to tell people how to go get their merch when it's up. Good thing we did that. It was hooked up to something weird. You can go look at it. It's seawolf13.net. Beautiful pictures. Don't worry, I don't know what all the half off is. There's going to be nothing on there half off. I'm an artist. I don't do things half off. Hang on. Half off. All right, hang on. Let me find my own show. Go view your channel. I'm live, okay. Whoa, let's turn that down. Give me a minute. Professional. Let me leave the first chat. Hello. All. Boom. Well, hello there, Amy. How are you? All right. So what this show is about is I go down and get these things. This one was for my buddy. He got it. I am gonna, on Friday, I'm gonna debut the whole story, 100% sustainability. Him grabbing it out because he was wearing a GoPro right here, okay? You are the first to chat. Bravo. Give yourself a thumbs up. Just share me out to your friends if you're enjoying this. That would be key. Because I want to do this every night for you guys, right? And I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, you might as well watch because this right here, if you were watching my lives, you would have watched me process it. Matter of fact, I went live and it was over an hour. And now I'm trying to break it down to 2 minutes so you guys will watch, but you're probably only going to watch 10 seconds. So, my YouTube long form will be 2 minutes. My other stuff will be 20 seconds, and I'll just put that on Instagram, TikTok, all over the place. And maybe people will start getting the brain notion to come to YouTube, right? Now, I'm alive on YouTube because this is where I want to be. I've already been down to Zuckerberg's departments, and I've been in jail. Hey, Jeff Long, you know what? Cheers to you, hashtag great parenting. Is it Ken Dog's birthday today? Is that what I just saw? And if so, hey, congratulations to you and your lady for doing you're raising a fucking stallion. We're not cussing. I know that brings down the algorithm. Damn it. Nah, maybe someday I can cuss. I don't know. Okay. Let's not. Normally I cuss. But for the algorithm and not to bring it way down, I'll try not to. Now, I know there's words that I don't even know you can't say, and then all of a sudden it makes your live just crush, right? I'm even thinking about going off. I'm going to keep this because I've done this for 20 years. But I was thinking about doing a new YouTube channel because then I've never been in jail in this channel. I can do everything right in this channel. So the promotion would go better, in my opinion. Because I'm just trying to catch people they're not letting me out there. That's all I'm saying. So, I might do a different channel. I don't know. Anyway, let me get to what has happened. On Friday, I am going to debut the video of this thing getting caught by my friend. Okay. Hey, Kent. Can you come over to YouTube? I know it's a lot to ask. My computer's here. I can't see my phone over there. I'm live on YouTube. CWIF 13. If you could come over to YouTube, it would help me out because then I can read comments. I can't see my phone that far, and I'm not wearing glasses because I refuse to. I got the trifocals once, and that made me dizzy. I wore them for like 10 seconds. I'm like, fuck this. $800 down the drain. Matter of fact, my old neighbor Karen just got a new pair of glasses. She says, "How do you look?" I'm like, "Those look great." I also said, "Man, I'm blind as a bat." Fish around. Okay, thank you. What's up, Miss Star? What's up, Star? Is on Friday. I'm gonna debut this Lobster right here. It has the full story behind it, and the full story. Sure, I'll try. Dude, you're a genius. You're a genius with... If you don't have an account, I get it. But the guy's a genius in life, so if you can't figure out that, ask your kids, Kent. Here's what I will say. Is, here's your wife's earrings. Let me show you up close. Kent has already gotten the meat back. I got rid of it. I didn't want it after I took it out. It was 100%. Look at those. Look at those. Oh, hang on. This one's backwards. Now, these fins are huge for a male. That's a 12-pound lobster fin on a male. So, these are actually the ones that went to this. So, please, 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 with your negative, not you guys, but people say that it's not 100% sustainability, what I'm doing. I just showed a video on Instagram and here, and I'm mocking the people that say I'm not 100% sustainability. I'm mocking the people that are taking this away from us Americans. Because, oh, okay, all right, I hear what you're saying. Where did I put him? All right. And I love watching Kent and his family. His wife puts out videos, cute little family videos, and just videos of being in love with her man. I'm all for that. I'm a romantic. I got the greatest love story, but Ken has a really good one, it looks like, from what I'm seeing. But who knows? I mean, but I go over to his house and party and peek my head around. It looks fun over there. Made the best martini I ever had. So, for you, my man, it is done. I know you were going to get a board. It's a little bit higher up, so we're going to have to use a longer screw. I'm going to have to go to Home Depot. And whatever board you're going to put it on, right? What I can do is we'll just go all the way through the board, take out this hook that's in it. I'm going to lift it up for you. The hook that's in it right here. And we can just screw into there. I did sign it, by the way. Oh, we'll clean that up. That's just epoxy. And yeah, I'll get that. This, I did sign it though. Yep, sure did. I'm signing everything now. And that started with the 15... Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to have this. Let me put it down. I don't want to break this. Jesus. Waving around like I just don't care. Once it's out of my hands, I don't care. But right now it's not out of my hands. Now I did epoxy another tail for another bling necklace. I got 2 more to go. So that is epoxy. Now we're changing things on YouTube. I'm going more professional. I didn't know Bill and me were messing around when we were in a live yesterday on his channel, and he was working in his garage in 40 below weather in Canada and Ontario. Not Ontario, hang on. Alberta. Sorry, Canadians. No, don't worry about it, bud. Here's what I would do. I would just get. I'll even bring a hook. Hang on. Let me see if I have them in my drawer. So here's the best thing you can do right now. Is I'll bring this. I would put it into a stud myself, just because if there's an earthquake, you know. But I am a narcissist, so I think my art is the best art out there, and it is, hands down. Nobody's doing this, and if they're doing it, good for you. It's a great, healthy habit. What's up, my guy? How you doing, Alan? How are you doing? Uh-oh. Hey, that's the power. I'm about to lose it. So the show won't go on. I'm in the country. I knew that was going to... Did you guys just see that? Am I still live? Anybody out there? Can somebody just do like a heart or something so I could see? I think I'm talking to people. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, show must go on. Show must go on. But if it goes black, it goes black, and I'm not... Okay, that doesn't sound right. Once you go black, sometimes you come back. I don't know. I don't even know what... Who cares about that saying? All I'm saying is this, man. I had the greatest time. I was going to do a project tonight because Bill's like, you got to always be moving, da-da-da-da. But you know what? I don't have to always be moving. This was a success. I came home today after working and I really got to it. And Star, I'm glad you're here because, man, I had so much space taken off my computer because of, your fishing trip. I haven't even edited that, and I'm sorry. A 204-pound halibut. How many of you caught a 204-pound halibut? Raise your hand. I don't see any. Sure, there's some superstar out there. Not like Star. We ate the tongue. I got the leather. I got the tail. I got 3 fish prints. Or she has 2 of them. I have 1 of them. Which, Star, I need to know what kind of paint to buy because each one of my halibut this year, I'm going to make, as a matter of fact, since I'm doing the ear bones and everything, I know. It was such a great day. I relive it in my brain all the time, but I had to make space on my computer and my phone. Yeah, I got 3 trips to Stars on my phone with all my buddies. I haven't even gotten to. Like, what am I doing? I'm going out there getting fresh content when I got content sitting right here. I got so many projects going on. You think this is my last Lobster? No. And for God's sakes, guys, if you're going to throw the lobster away, let me just say something. If you're going to throw the lobster away, do not throw the tail away. Make it into a bling chain. Because in the beginning of this, I did a little fib. Here's something pretty cool. This might even bring a tear to your eye as a dad, Kent. I know this is your day. This is your lobster. And we won't mention what we got for the wife in case she watches, but this right here, my guy. Remember the lobster you gave me of your son's that you cooked and you didn't know how to do it right? This is his tail. So this is coming back with your lobster too. I'll sign it. I haven't signed this one yet. Oh, I'm taking the fins though. Those are my fins. I'm taking them. Yeah, I don't want to break them. Notice, I did take the asshole though. This is what I do. Don't worry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll start laughing in a minute. Because these are Air Force Ones, one of one. Lobster leather, which I grabbed last year. This is where my brain started going crazy. This was my buddy's almost 15-pound lobster. And he just had a baby, so he's out of commission for a little bit. But I stole the lobster. I didn't steal it. I asked him if I could have the butthole. Now, I went out and got another lobster, and here's a 12-pound lobster, but I wanted the hole to be gaping, so I gaped it out. Some people said I went too far. Others just laugh and nervous laugh, almost like when, I don't know. I'm doing 100% sustainability, so if you're going to tell me that I'm not 100% sustainable, okay, this is where we're going to have a problem. And I'm not a violent guy anymore, don't worry. I've learned my lesson. I don't like the courts and the fees and the classes. Anger management. Look it, I'm a success story of anger management. I got a fucking plaque. You want me to pull it out and show you? I didn't have to do the 52-week program, boys. 12-week. As a matter of fact, I was such a shithead. This liberal lady, right? Super nice lady. I'm just saying. You got to go in the room with. They're just street kids, okay? They got caught up and did something wrong. They're violent. All right, I go into my first meeting. We're sitting around in a circle. Everybody says hi, introduces themselves. I'm like, hey, I think I've kicked a couple of you off properties before, because that's what I do. I remove homeless off, or did remove homeless off properties. Anyway, awesome. You love it. All right, thank you. Sorry. I know this is your day and your story, but I'm just going to go with me. So I'm in this anger management meeting, and then everybody's like popping off. The teacher that doesn't know what she's doing goes, okay, so I can't even remember his name. She goes, I heard you got arrested for violence. And he goes, yeah. And she goes, do you want to talk about it? I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be good. I thought this was going to be boring. Now there's free entertainment for me. I can't have my beer. I wish I could. Man, I'd just sit there, pop a beer. But you got to understand, they're street kids, so they do have a smell. But this is all because I wanted to have my kids back in my life. And the judge told me if I go take anger management classes, I can excel that. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm hanging out with the homeless. But anyway, so we got this kid, and he goes, hey, yeah, I was at a party with my, he's 18. He's at a party with my girlfriend, and her ex was there. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going on here? And he goes, the ex came up to me and just whispered in my ear, says, man, she's got a great tasting beaver, is what we used to call them. I don't want to say words, otherwise I get demoted, right? So the kid popped him. Now the little lady that's supposed to be telling us what to do says, oh, what? Okay. What shit have we done? Now, this is where I got out of all my classes, and they just handed me a certificate because I said no, 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 no. I said he had the correct response. She goes, no, 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 no. We can do things, and we have to resolve things without violence. And I said, okay, all right, all right. That doesn't work for me. So I'm not upset with anything about Saltwater Guy, but I heard some liberal guy on there that means well, but he's the reason why California is the way it is and the world was the way it was. Because he has faith in our government. Our government's so corrupt in California. All right, go ahead and drop me, YouTube, but it's the truth. Gavin Newsom and everybody's on the take. So we're all supposed to just please start doing everything and playing fair. Fuck that. Our gloves are off. You guys better call in. He said he wanted everybody not to call in. And why? I'll tell you what. If we don't give our voices now, they will take it away. They've already done it. It's going back the other way, but not in California. I'm just telling you, it's not like that out here. We are so corrupt with politicians, both sides. Listen to the dude that texted me at 7 o'clock this morning, 6:30, telling me to watch your video to brainwash me to think that I'm going to fucking think the way you think. You're absolutely insane. Because if you want to come on here and do a debate, 90% of us are done with this bullshit. Not in California. Their houses all got burnt down. The governor, they're doing dances. There was a biggest lithium fire in my backyard. Nobody knows about it. Moss Landing. I think it's going to be the greatest environmental disgrace out there. All run by Gavin Newsom for his offshore drilling project that's getting shut down. Thank you, Trump. Trump's moving at such a rapid pace. So listen. I'll tell you. You ABC people, you have nothing to worry about from me. And if you need a hug, I'll hug you. But I follow the rules. You don't get to go, and this is the problem that I had with Dave's guest today, is he wants to go to the front of the line. He wants us to shut up. Now you're saying you're a hothead, right? I'm 54, I'm not gonna be a hothead. I'm gonna explain facts for 1 minute and then they'll cut me off. You don't think I'm going to be dialing in like a madman? And shame on you guys if you don't. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, come on over to YouTube. I mean, come on. Wait, here we are. Anyway, I only get aggressive when it's in my foot. Yeah, Martin. I'm sure you're treated in the hospital too. Anyway, I just had to vent that because my wife called me and I was just. I always have such a great time on Dave's show just looking at comments on every compliments to the brewery. And I just heard this guy go completely sideways with how everybody on the panel was thinking. And I'm sure he's a great guy. And that's the problem is sure we should be able to have debates. I get that. But if I'm going to debate a buffoon, it's not worth my time. Here's what my therapist taught me before I get back to that story. Here's what my therapist taught me. She goes, if you try to figure out crazy, and I was trying to figure out why my ex-wife didn't want me to, I was a great dad with my kids, why she wouldn't want more time with me? Not her, the kids. So that was my whole process to get fast forward to get my kids back in my life. Okay? Now, they don't talk to me because I'm a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. A narcissist wouldn't ask for help. But my kids have to grind into their feet. Their grandpa bought them a house, allegedly. And my daughter wrote a letter to me while she was in college saying, Grandpa's paying for my college as long as I don't talk to you. I'm like, fuck, that's a great trade-off. We can talk on the download, and that's what we did. I didn't know they were slowly brainwashing my beautiful little girl and my son. My son I knew I lost because he never wanted to live with me, right? And he wanted to live with me, he just couldn't have the backbone to go up towards a narcissist. I didn't know it was a narcissist, Wes. If I knew that, I would have helped you, bro. But you're a grown-ass man now, and you allegedly taken money from your grandpa not to talk to your dad. That's fucked up, kid. That's fucked up. Just telling you as a dad. So, I told people I wasn't going to talk about my kids, you're right. But now I have to because I'm going back to why I was in anger management, so I could see my kids more, get through the court system, right? And this teacher told this kid that he was wrong for punching a dude that came up to him and whispered in his ear. I said, absolutely not. I went over, and I don't touch homeless kids because they're dirty, unless I have gloves on and I gotta put my hands on them. And I went over and I shook his hand. I said, good job. And he didn't grab my hand like a little weenie. He grabbed my hand like a man. I said, don't whatever she's saying is bullshit. Then I asked her. I turned to her. Now this is my problem, right? Because now my attention's on her. She's giving people bad advice in my brain. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's making the world better. And I go, what's your story? Are you married? She goes, I don't want to talk about me. I said, well, we're here. We're open discussion. You want to help this kid? I'll help him with you. Are you married? She goes, I do have a husband. And I said, okay. Now we have similar ground. So you're telling me that you're out to dinner with your husband, and one of your boyfriends that was a shithead to you, the reason why you chose your husband, absolutely opposite of him, comes up and whispers to your boyfriend or your husband how great your kitty cat tastes. You're telling me and this young man that your husband would get up and say, this is enough and we're leaving, and not do anything. And let's say you did marry one of those guys. Okay, good for you. Now you're telling me on the ride home or anytime after that you're going to want to have sex with him because he's not a real man. That's not a real man. A real man would take a punch or get knocked out. I don't care. If somebody's going to be that disrespectful to somebody, they deserve a good... I don't care. So, after that, I got my diploma, one class, and I'm out. Didn't have to hang out with them ever again. And she just didn't want me in there because they have a different agenda. So today we heard, and I'm not, listen, I don't rip on anybody. I mean, Dave runs a great show. I just did not, I held my tongue. In comments, I'm like, I started getting mad, and then I heard, I know Dave said this is why we can't get along, because everybody does this, right? But when us not caring, like the guy was saying, us not standing up for ourselves here in California, this will be gone. He is right about that. This will be taken from us. I'm the last one. I'm out there shooting lingcods when it's off season, you guys. Sorry. The heat is on, because those politicians are just, heads are spinning. Why? Why the divers? Why not the free divers? Why is there not a season? Because it's 100% sustainability, bitches. And maybe you should worry about all the runoff from this rain from the Moss Landing liberal fires, is what I call them. Because all that right now in this big storm we're having is running off into my ocean. We the people. And I'll tell you something else. They've already said, and they're warning everybody that fishes for halibut or any fish in that area, they're going to be high in metals. Well, then how come this isn't making national news? How come people aren't fucking standing up and saying enough is enough, Mr. Gavin Newsom? You just burnt down our houses. Now, I know, I can go back and find the messages when we were recalling him, and you guys all said on my page, right? I knew I couldn't say anything because Mr. Zuckerberg was on your side, right? Before he switched like a little bitch. That's why I'm switching. Come on over to YouTube if you're still over there on Facebook. Don't worry, I'm not abandoning you. You think he's going to let me become famous now because I've called him a bitch? Right? His ego's at stake, and I think he's turned into a woman myself. I know they played him up looking at boobies and everything at the inauguration. I saw it. What I see is a dude that is just sick in the head, right? Because you can't switch positions just like that if you're a true person. You can't. So, I don't know. Like I said, let's calm down. Let's read comments. Too many homeless people. I would never live in. You're right, Alan. It's nuts. It's nuts over here. The people that are over here, and I don't care. Listen, my mom's a Democrat. We had issues, but fucking shouldn't have that much longer to live. Neither do I. So what are you just gonna hate not hate somebody? You're gonna hate a person because the government has told us to hate them. If they're not on our side, yeah. So today I was answering questions with this guy. I said, "What is this? Like, why are you even texting me in this early? And why is it this? I know your history. I know what a badass you were. So why are you trying to change my 90% of us said no more to you. 90% of us. So that me trying to figure out crazy again ain't gonna work. I don't figure out crazy. I don't have time for it. I look at it as a mental issue. And I won't talk about my own family, but maybe I will someday, but I won't. Because there's mental illness in everybody's family. Okay? My kids are mentally ill, in my opinion. They saw me be a great dad. They have these memories. They haven't deleted them from their head. That's mental illness. They're adults. They're going to because nobody wants to hurt their mom. I heard it all through the courts. Nobody was hurting her. She's just a terrible fucking person. A narcissist. Prove me wrong. Let's all go to therapy and we'll figure it out. Not the first session, because I'm the complete asshole in the first session. Because I don't shut up. I don't put up with bullshit. So when you come in and you don't put up with bullshit, and I know those older guys, Bill Varney and all those guys, God bless them. They can talk. Those are the guys that should call in. Not the guy that's hoping that the government's going to be on his goddamn side at the end and they're going to get their shit together. They're not. Gavin Newsom doesn't have a $9.6 million house making $250,000. If it doesn't smell right, it's not right. Too big to rig. That was what we were saying, me and my wife in there watching that election. I gave up hope. I'm in California. I listened. I fought it for 4 years. I thought Gavin Newsom would be out. I didn't know you can go and vote 10 times. Just go to a different poll. Or if you went to the same one, heaven forbid you harass anybody here in California that has mental illness. Or isn't even an illegal person. But no voter ID. Okay. Let's flood America with the hundreds of millions of thousands of billions of fucking immigrants. And now it's our fault for preaching hate. They're burning our flags and they're stopping traffic and they're waving their flags. I saw even the liberals make comments. Thank you guys. Because you're like, hey, we're a non-sanctuary state, but you're turning on us. And why? Because our fishery all goes to China. That's not Trump. That's not anything. That's the goddamn truth. All these lobsters, if you don't go get them, go to China. They already depleted Australia. I'm not making that up. Australia had the best lobsters in the world, according to China. Figure out if you're going to watch me or you're not. I don't care. Because here's the problem. I'm going to need the people that do watch me to share me out. Please come over to Facebook. No, I'm sorry, YouTube, CWolf13. And the show will go on at 5:30 here. It'll go on here sometimes. It'll go on X sometimes. It'll go on Instagram. I'll just rotate the nights. But if I could get you guys over to CWolf13, that would be great. If they even let me have this. They didn't shut me down, it doesn't look like. So, anyway. Yeah. No ID here. No ID. You can go 10 times. If you want, you can pre-vote and put them in a mailbox, but all the Democrat ones, they lose, or somebody goes and steals that mailbox, right? There's your Bitcoin. Jeff's right. I watched this guy tell me about Bitcoin. He knew me from being a young man, and now he's a dad with a 3-year-old today. Cheers, Jeff. And cheers to you for believing in your dream and believing in that Bitcoin. Because I told Jeff to shut the fuck up. I thought he was like a Hare Krishna, fucking used car salesman. No, he's not a used car salesman. Sorry, Jeff. I'm just saying that back in my day, there was used car salesmen. They weren't able to sell new cars. So it was a bottom of the line for a car salesman. I don't know what it is now. But Jeff was telling me about this Bitcoin. I'm like, Jeff, listen. The government, I did exactly what that guy that was on Dave's show. I go, the government doesn't approve of this. Blah, 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 blah. They're going to come after us. The IRS. I said, I'm just going to stick to diving and let's do that. He goes, okay. Didn't care. Then I see him come to my Halloween party, and it was an 80s party, and he came in an 80s Corvette with his chick, right? This motherfucker, he had a mullet. He left his mullet for me. I wish I still had it, Jeff, because I'd wear it. And our relationship just started growing through diving. And if you've been watching my lives, you watched him grab a lobster underwater just like Kent did. Not Ken, Ken's his son. Kent is the guy that I did this lobster for, a buddy of mine. Kent's was caught way before Jeff's. As a matter of fact, the one Jeff's threw over that had that small leg was either mine or Kent's. I don't know. It's the same size and it was growing back at the same spot. They die at the same spots pretty much, guys. I'm just saying. So get out there and venture. Lobsters do move around. You're absolutely right. Anyway, buddy, this is finished. I'd like to bring it by with this and this. If you guys ate the lobster, which I'm sure you did because that's how you have to do it, unless I did 100% sustainability and I kept it whole and I'm making the video Friday it comes out. If you find you like the video, all I ask you do is share it out, okay? That's all I'm asking is shares. Comments are great though. God damn, thumbs up, that kind of shit really goes to the algorithm. Because I'm learning, I would like to be on a show like I had the last Wednesday, I think it was, or no, it was Sunday and Saturday, I went up on this, this is how slow I am. I was so cheap when I got the thing that you can have the videos behind you and you can look at comments that, it all functions in. But here's the problem. The power goes down on servers on those all the time, number one, okay? Audio, blah, 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 people freeze up. They don't promote those. Especially Yard Stream. StreamYard, I think, is part of YouTube, so they probably promote it. Because the last show I did last night, it says there are 4 people in here. I can show you the numbers. There was over 550 people. Right when I get off, right? Now, I know those numbers are, some people came in and like, I don't want to be in this room. The guy has a tarantula on his desk. I'm attracted to people that aren't afraid of this. I'm attracted to people that go in the ocean and grab these with their bare hands. They're not taking that away from us yet. And if they do, I'm going to be a fucking god because I got 20 years of it. I got to be grandfathered in. You can't just come take confiscation. This never happened. China wants that. And China paid for our fishery. All of our fishes go there. You go to the big stores. I better be quiet because that throws another thing in. You go to the big stores and get fish. It's not fish. And if it is fish, it's barely fish. It's whatever China wanted it to be. They have all of our stuff going over there. I have personal friends that harvest cucumbers and urchins. Pennies on the dollar. They go over there. It comes back here 20 times, and you guys just go, oh, it's organic. Oh, my God, it's fresh. Have you ever tasted this? Yeah, I have. I've tasted the real stuff, the fresh stuff. Kent's tasted the real stuff, the fresh stuff. All my boys tasted the real stuff, the fresh stuff. There is a difference. I'm just saying. And if any of my friends that have come over the last 20 years and had a barbecue want to say it doesn't taste the best you've ever tasted, okay, probably a liberal. And you're confused and mad like the 10% of the nation that are. Their heads are like, oh, they're driving in circles out there. You got to understand, even my country road, right? They're so misplaced right now, they can't even go 25 miles an hour. And it's on the daily. It's all these electric cars. It's all the people that put all their money into this electric bullshit. And they did it for the environment. And all of us, 90%, said, hey, idiots. Finally, our government stood up and said, no more. We all voted them in. Go do your job. If you got kids that protest, shame on you. Protest peacefully. Don't go out and ruin the working man's day just because you don't want to work and you just want to have the government feed you and do da-da-da-da-da. You want to be on the system? Be on the system by all means. Don't block it so I can't go work so you can get your paycheck, because that's what we're doing. I've always done it. Shop your local fish markets, absolutely, but you pay so much, man, it's hard. Because they took all of our money away. They were making upper class and lower class. No middle class. Middle class are the troublemakers. Middle class run everything. But long as we can get them down here and we're up here, that's Gavin Newsom, guys. You don't get a $9.6 million mansion with $256,000. Oh, he did make great investments. Shut up, he was against Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's what Trump's into. And I thought Jeff's stock jumped before. Trust me. I've seen Jeff go from that gag car, 80s red Corvette, pull up in a Bentley. A Bentley to go diving. His most famous video on YouTube is he had Gucci all inside the interior with spinner rims. Remember those? And I'm not talking the plastic ones you got at Kragen's. Come on. They were the ones that slice your fingers off. Well, thank you, Pickles. Thank you. Let me get caught up on carbon footprint. That's what they told us. We're reducing the carbon footprint. But why haven't we? I'm not making this up. So wherever you are politically, just look up Moss Landing. It's going to be very small, crushed down. They did one newscast. It burned for 4 days. They couldn't put it out. Now they're warning us because we're divers. They have to do the right thing, that there's going to be high concentration. So it ruined my backyard. This is my place to dive. I know the ocean's going to dilute it and it's going to be fine someday. I don't know what the fish are going to do. Maybe there's going to be a fourth eyeball. Follow me, because I killed 43 of them last year. They're not here yet. I'll still look for them early. I want to be the first one to get one. It's narcissism, I thought. Compliments of the brewery. Yeah, Martin, and I went down there last week when I got those big lings. And I drove by, and it looks all cleaned up. Like, nothing happened here. 500-foot flames. Shame on our government for hiding it from you guys. Shame on you guys for drinking the Kool-Aid. That's why when I hear a liberal start talking, I can smell them out. Now, I don't put up with them. Now, I get. I don't, like I said, no disrespect to anybody out there. If you're going to run a show, I don't get. I would have said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel this way. I mean, what do? Then you're the asshole because you don't want to fucking engage in a retarded conversation. That's what's confusing to me. Okay. And honestly, if dude texts me and says don't watch my show anymore, don't comment ever again, I understand. But for me, my value system, This is why we are where we are. We're hoping and praying that they won't take the sand bass away. Some have already said they've made up their mind, and they have, in my brain. But maybe they haven't, because we all here in California thought Trump wouldn't win. The news was telling us, everybody was telling us. And then me and my wife were sitting there and we were watching the news, and we thought we were going to be depressed. And then we see red state by red state, too big to rig. They weren't saying, oh my God, we're going to have to count the votes here. No. We all got together. So you 10% out there that want to drink the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid. For the other, I'm going to say the ones that said they weren't Democrats, they were moderates. A moderate is a Democrat. Because you think like a Democrat, you are a Democrat. Because you're hoping your government, the people you put in charge, aren't corrupt. And that's a crying shame for anybody. Enough with milking those people. That's all I'm saying. I can't milk them anymore. I can't sit by and not do anything. I will have a voice, and I do have a voice. It's small. It'll get bigger and bigger if you guys share me out. And if you don't want to share me out, suppress me. 90% of people want to see this. Why do you think I was on the most liberal station? YouTube and Facebook. Or, I'm sorry, YouTube, sorry. You're liberal, but not. I'm just trying to work out things with you. Facebook and Instagram, owned by Mark Zuckerberg, who just changed his brain. Okay. Didn't you milk a lobster? Jeff, I would love you to be governor, Jeff. I would love you to be governor, and I'd love you to rock your car just doing donuts with the kids in the middle of the street. But set up like, you know how they set up, here's how I get the kids on the motorcycles and on the street, off the streets, so that everybody else can sleep. You know how they build skate parks and shit? Build that outside. Say, you can do whatever you want. This is BLM land, kill yourself, we don't care. Honestly, go do it. It's fun. I watch your videos, man. You guys there's so many deaths. The guys that are doing it, God bless you. You're at the top of your game. I asked 2 guys so far, and they said, yeah, I watched my best friend die in front of me doing it. Okay? So just know that is a possibility. Myself, I just want to live. Now, sure, I can't see comments over on Facebook, but it's too far away. Come on over to YouTube. Make them if you want. Otherwise, my eyesight doesn't work, and I'm not wearing glasses. I refuse to. Now, I got $800 ones somewhere around here. They got the 3 things in them, and that would make me blurry and a headache. So, ain't going to happen. So, if you want to comment and you want me to engage with you, I want to. Sometimes I can look up and it focuses just enough that I can see a name, but that's it. So, anyway, this is where I'm gonna hang my hat, shall I say? Over 500 people watched last night, right when I got off. So say there was just, let's just say 50% got off. So you're telling me 250 instead of what these guys will give me? Okay. And it's not their fault. Instagram and Facebook, I'm in the algorithm. When I went to jail so many times, I didn't care. I've done the same thing over here on YouTube. I didn't care. So, do you think my account is red flag? Sure it is. Sure it is. I have a Chevy Silverado too. Hey, fishing brother, man, I love big trucks. I got the 250F, the trimmer package. Jeff got it for me, actually. He's besides Bitcoin, when he has to get his hustle on, he's Jeff, what are you? He's not a car salesman, he's a broker. You don't even have to talk to the salesman. As a matter of fact, the salesmen were screwed. I didn't want to use Jeff. I mean, I did, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know what he did. So I went to Ford, and they were screwing me left and right, and I really wanted this truck, and my wife knew it, and I had a shit ton of money back then. And it was during COVID. Nobody could get these trucks, right? They stopped making them. Everything's going to go electric. They said, yeah, get rid of everything you own. Get rid of anything that actually can help America be America. Help America be first. Let's get rid of it. Whose idea is that? The liberals, right? So if you're trying to preach about your sustainability, you can go fuck yourself, because unless you're doing this to a lobster, this right here, sorry mom, this right here to a lobster, you're not doing 100% sustainability, homie. This thing is immortalized. This thing will be passed down from generation to generation in Kent's family. He's got a boy that has a bigger lobster than this. I think it was, what was your boy, if you're still here, Kent, what was his biggest lobster on the opener? He won the thing the first time he went on the boat. Because he had a dad that showed him. And that kid's a warrior. Can't take that away from the kid. I don't know. Maybe you take lobster season away. Oh my God, the cockroaches of the ocean. They've been here since dinosaur. Oh, they're becoming extinct. Too many of the big ones were taken out. That's what the guy on the show, that's what the governor's going to tell you. Just look at his videos. Sleight of hand. 1,000 cuts. I'm listening. I'm interpreting it a different way, but I'm listening. So when I say I'm listening, I'm listening. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see it over there on Facebook. Thank you. I'm on YouTube. I can read comments on YouTube. That's all I can say. But I'm so pumped up right now because the world is tilted back in my brain, and 90% of us tilted it back together. We're all in support. You want to burn our flag? You know what? It's not like that anymore. All my friends are vets. Do not burn a flag in front of a vet. Do not burn a flag in front of a vet that's a Marine. Because they do have psychological problems coming back that you and me will never know because of our freedom. So, that being said, cheers to everybody that served in whatever service you served in. Cheers to men going out and women and hanging out and meeting each other and having the same sense of hobbies. I'm retired now, brother. Okay, Jeff's retired. Bitcoin retired him. Now all he has to do is focus on being the best dad in the world. And his son turned 3 today, and I will say this, hashtag great parenting. I don't know what happens to you in your life. I hope it goes just how it's going. But I know if it takes a sudden turn, you're a real man, and you'll figure things out. And I'm just saying, I'm just thinking of myself, right? Because I'm a narcissist. Crazy world, right? I don't know why people drink that Kool-Aid. I don't put up with it. So either I'm a dinosaur that can't understand and play by the rules. I play by every rule. I have no fines with the wardens. They did come after me. It wasn't them. It wasn't them at all. It was the politicians. It was the people that want money, money, money. Right? I'm not gonna go into my case because I'm living a good life, right? I might be under investigation. Shit. Be the greatest thing that ever happened. I got camera there, I'm going live. Because I got nothing here. I've learned my lesson. I don't know, because they won't answer me. You can have them whole in your freezer. So you're going to see that on Friday's show. Because I'm doing a video, and when I picked it up from Kent's house a couple weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, or a month ago, whatever it was, and I brought it back here, he did exactly what I asked him to do. Take care of all the other lobsters that you got. We were on a opener trip. All the guys on that trip are so good. They're the ones that taught me, and the ones that I've taught. And the ones that I've taught are outdoing me. Let's just say that. That's my success. A narcissist wouldn't allow that. I look back and I just smile. I can't do every dive. My ears are jacked. I got so many I can't hear half the thing. So I can't see, can't hear. It's all gonna happen to you boys. If I get down to my ears pressurized, Martin gave me great advice. Put olive oil in there. Okay, I didn't know that. That would have helped earlier in my career. And then I have the dock plugs that I put in, but half the time I'm like, I haven't been diving in like a week. Everything's gonna be great. And that last dive I did for the Lincoln, they were locking up because I went the previous week before or the previous Wednesday. And my buddy that's a vet said, let's go. Now, is that wrong of me to call him a vet? No. A proud American, proud Marine. Here's to you, Dan. Here's to you, everybody out there that I've met. And I had the most wonderful time this morning because I was making room on my computer, trying to get the website right. Do not order anything. Website's up, do not hit anything. The bank accounts aren't right. I'm telling you right now. So I will let you know personally. And I have friends that are going to buy out my supply here. I'm just telling you right now. You can get it, but do not go to my website at all because the first person is going to be, the first person's going to be my first person, and I will let you know who it was. That's it. It's somebody that I have a whole bunch of memories with. I will give a little it's somebody that I went to Alaska with. Yeah. I got a print from her in her man. That's when you go and I gotta say, I went to Alaska and I'm editing and I'm just smiling all morning, right? You talk about I didn't even need coffee this morning because I'm looking at the dive I did and the fishing we did and everything we did in May. Man, this is great. But now I got to put it all together, right? And I'm just jamming it all together because I don't have time to edit it. Put it all together. Then it takes this retarded laptop about 25 minutes, right? It's about an hour and a half of videos, GoPro, blah, blah, blah. I haven't even gotten to my phone, so now I got to go back, mix those in, and then put them back in. I'll get a bigger computer before that. Don't worry about it. But when you can give a guy like me that doesn't stop that kind of experience, oh, Trent, how you doing, brother? Red Baron. Trent, I know you're not a YouTube guy, probably China owned or something. Come on over here so I can see your comments, God damn it. You were the first one that said you wanted the hoodie and you wanted a full outfit. I wanted it to be you, but out of respect for Star and Anthony, they're going to be the first one that bought. Well, I'll be honest. We bought something for $18 today, and that's how we found out that, I'm telling you, go to the website, but do not buy anything yet. That's it. What is she doing? Go. I know it's raining, little girl. I know, you don't want to go out there. You have to. You have to go potty.
You want me to leave that open?
Yeah, just leave it open. I'll watch. And can you hand me that flashlight, love, in case she does, when she does walk out there? They can't see.
Oh, it's just bright.
There you go. Thank you. Hello, girl. Where are we at? Yeah. So, let me just wrap up this show, because it'll probably take me 15 minutes. Apparently, yes. Why do you use olive oil? Because I have small ear canals. So if you have small ear canals, most people don't. So when you guys go diving, you don't get that block, right? So I'm trying to race down to the bottom to get away from you. Now you got a DPV. It's needless, right? I'm like, Jesus. Kent's a different level of a diver, and he's an instructor. And if you want a solid person to teach you how to lobster. I'm not teaching anybody else. I taught my people. My focus is my trip with my guys. That's it. It's not. It can't vary anymore. I know a lot of people have asked me, "Come on my boat, do this, do that." It's not because I'm a narcissist. It's just because he says it's too wasted. Okay, or not wasted. Yeah, I got you. I just enjoy the show, Trent. Anyway, Trent was on this boat. Trent got the biggest lobster of the Bug Brothers. My lobster opener. So the lobster that's 11 pounds that's right up there, that I have over 500,000 views on Instagram pulling out the tail meat, that one. I left the fins on it because that one's famous to me. I can't tell you how I acquired it. Hey, girl, you just gonna hang out with me? Alright. I mean, that's cool. You can go back inside with Mama. Or we can go potty. Do you need me to go out there with you? Alright, give me a minute. I have to take the dog potty. There's a mountain lion somewhere in this area. Let me find... Give me 1 minute. And don't leave or leave. I don't care. Come on, little girl. Let's go potty. Good girl. Come on. No. Come on. Daddy will go with you. Penelope, come on. Let's go potty. Come on. I know it's raining. Come on. Let's go. Make it quick. I got a towel for you. Come on. Please, come on. Let's go potty. Penelope, get over here. Come on, little girl. Please. Come on, thank you. Come on, let's go potty. Come on. Listen, come on. What are you doing? Let's go potty, please. Come on. I got a show. Jesus. Alright, go back inside. Don't go potty in the house. You will be on restriction. She didn't go. Just when you think you're done raising kids. Alright, I'm just going to take my show all the way until my dinner's ready. So, let me grab the one of one. Hey Trent, I got one of these for you, buddy. With your eyeballs. Now, Trent's is the reason why this lobster is the way it looks. This one started cracking. You cannot see cracks, and you can't see because I know how to paint them, and I know how to take care of them. There's a magnet on here, so look at this, Trent. 100% sustainability and recycling. So, for you, Trent, I'm gonna bring you a 25-cent can opener, beer opener, bottle opener, with a magnet on it, with your eyeballs. Trent's eyeballs are this big. His was the one that I wanted to do the big video on. I was sidetracked. Life threw me a snowball. It started cracking. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I put it out there on the internet to my friends on social media, and what did they do? They boosted it up. I had real guys say, "Hey, spray some rubber cement in there," type shit, right? Silicone. And if it does start cracking with Jeff's, if you remember Jeff's, you can go back and watch it. You remember Jeff's? It was cracking. And I just sat up all night, as soon as I heard the crack, I looked, and then I put super glue that I bought from the Chinese Home Depot, Harbor Freight. Get a whole bunch of them for cheap. And then another guy told me epoxy it as soon as it's dry. So I spray paint them. This one's still cracked. It cracked like 8 places. You can't see it. You will never know. The legs were even cracked and blown out. I'm that good. So this is a celebratory night for me. Just like it is. I hear frog. Yeah, okay. You can hear the garage is closed. Yeah, I got a pond out front, Martin. And I live in the country. That's a real pond. Those are about 1,000 frogs. Luckily, our bedroom where I sleep is at the back of a big, not a big house, but just a house, right? So I don't have to hear that. There's no way I could get used to that. I know it's soothing, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know why I opened a new one. I still have. Oh well, doesn't matter. So, Ken, I'm going to bring this because I don't want the responsibility of anything happening to it. We'll get a little bit of a, you can just put it up on the ceiling into a stud. And then whenever you get whatever background you want, we're going to have to do a bigger screw than this and this because that's the biggest one I have, but Home Depot has bigger ones. So, or you can just set it on your desk and take your chances. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it will get broke. I'm right around the corner, so I will fix it. TS. I know that's my Red Baron, and your name is Red. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, my buddy was on the trip with us, and he got the biggest one, and he's on a plaque, and I tried interviewing him on the Yard stream, or the Yard stream. It's supposed to be StreamYard, right? That's why it broke down that night, because of the internet, and da-da-da-da-da. Plus I had technology. My servers were 10 years old. I didn't know every year they come out with new technology. I'm old. So, what we have is we have earrings. Trent, I don't think you wear a necklace, but I got the fins of yours. Don't you worry. I know what I'm doing. The asshole you cannot have back. I'm sorry. I take an asshole and that's my payment. Is it bargaining or trading? I don't believe so. But if you're going to take me to court and I'm filming this, I want it to be like Judge Wapner or whatever the one is now. I know Judge Wapner's old. Judge Judy's old. I'd like to do one of those. Like, if you're really going to bring me up on charges for stealing assholes, those are the ones I'd like to go on. But this is my life. You're going to have to come back home. Listen, I got to come up. I got to make my way to Oregon because I got to the DMV in California actually messed up, and it's their fault. They've never admitted that before, but with me, they admitted it. So I got to go up and get another. I own my side-by-side Cam-M outright, but I have to go up to Oregon to get another sales slip. I don't know. Don't worry about that. Trent's on the way to my buddy up in Oregon. So Mark, I'm coming up to see you. Trent, I'm coming up to see you. It's just shit I got to do to make sure I sell my side-by-side because I don't use it anymore. I mean, it was so much fun. It was when I had a shit ton of money and I could just blow money on the coolest things during COVID. Because believe it or not, the country people didn't shut anything down. My best trips were during COVID. I had a camper for my truck, and I still have it, and I have a side-by-side. And I met a lot of great people there, but I already had the scuba diving world. I can't give up on my pros. I don't even have that much time left on this earth. Come on up. Let me know when. Yeah, most definitely, homie. I am coming up. We'll do our little routine. I will try to compose myself, and I won't think I'm seeing my daughter at the bar flaunting herself. My daughter lives where Trent lives, but since I'm a narcissist, whatever. I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Cheers to everybody out there. I'm moving on to Happy Hops, and it is a lesser IPA. because it is not because it tastes better to me. It's 6.5 instead of 8%. So this will be my second and final drink. What is up, Bill? Are you finally home, my guy? God, everybody's coming.
She's just like sitting at this door.
Open it. He's going out there now. Everybody, give me a minute. Let's go. I'm not fucking around. Come on. Let's go potty. Let's go. Thank you. Good girl. Thank you. I'll stand out here with you. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Go get your butt wiped. Love? She's her rear end. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. It's raining out there. If you get a bulldog, I'm just going to tell you, we have to wipe her butt every time. That's what that conversation was. So, let's see. There's all the frogs. Yeah. They're out there, man. They're everywhere. I'm wet. Oh, Jesus. The bulldogs the breed has OCD. Maybe all dogs do. I don't know. Trent's dogs seem to be a lot easier than my dogs. But, okay, back to, cheers, Bill, cheers. Bill, I'm in a room if you want to join me. Just make the comment. I'm only going to be on for a couple more minutes until dinner's ready. But, fantastic night. To wrap it up, this is the conclusion. This is what my buddy's getting. I'm not going to say what he's getting for his wife. But his son's getting a bling chain because his son was a champion. And someday I would like to do an interview style where we have him and his son and we're drinking martinis that he made because his martinis are better than mine, hands down. I had the first one at a Halloween party, I believe it was. And it was a fantastic, people were doing karaoke. The guys were in the thing. A lot of people wanted to talk to me. I will tell you, he's got some fucking dog that wanted to eat my shoes. Like I wore these at the Halloween party. I just came as me. I think it was Halloween. Was it Halloween? Yeah, it was. Everybody was dressed up. And his dog kept trying to eat my shoes. Like, dude, my shoes. They're one of one. Don't worry, everybody. I am coming out with Lingcod leather shoes, Air Force One, one of one Nikes, and they're not going to be this style. They're going to have a little bit of Lingcod like right here or up here, because I love the leather look, right? And then I'll have Lobster. I'm just going to mix it all, right? And then every time I go get a kill, now I can take that leather and put it into my shoe. I'm in your chat room, but oh, all right. Thank you, Bill. Now I can hear comments. Testing 1, 2, testing. Testing. Oh God, how was your day, bud? It's just tough, huh? Are you drinking? Cheers, brother. Hey, Bill, you taught me a lot yesterday on your live because I started doing research and unless they're my followers, like if I think we're in YouTube jail, and I know you are because of your lifestyle. So I think we just have to do I don't know. My numbers are looking pretty good. Last night's show, Bill, I know it was right after your show. What happened to your walk back to your house? Because I had a room ready and everything. You were drunk, but it was I was like, oh my God, he didn't show up. Should I call his wife and say, hey, maybe he's out there freezing? 40 below, Bill. Good job. What was it today? Minus 47. Minus 52 in our world. For some reason at minus 40, we're both the same. We're par, as Bill says. And then minus 47, we're minus 52. I don't understand any kind of thing with math. I'm the worst. Bill, you do. You're smarter than me, so you say I'm your dumb friend all the time. Because you can figure out the speed limit in both worlds, right? So if I say, Bill, my new truck went 190 miles. It did go 190. Calm down, everybody. But listen. You got a 75 mile an hour speed limit. We have 65. But if you're towing something, it's 55. Now, when you're driving on the freeways, and you're going on Highway 5, which I travel on, the Coca-Cola goes all the way up there, right? Highway 5 runs all the way through to South America, Bill. It's the only one, I believe. It goes all the way to Alaska. Now, Bill, do you have this thing called 101? I don't know where 101 ends. I should look that up. Hey, Trent, do you know where 101... oh, he's got to go. God damn it. I was going to ask him where 101 ended. He would know. Oh, don't get jealous of my friend Trent. He's my BFF. So, Bill... Hey, TS, okay, Taylor Swift. Don't tell him that. He's not a liberal, Bill. He won't put up with your shit. That bitch is so... Oh, you don't want Taylor Swift? What about Kelsey, her boyfriend? Everybody hates her. She doesn't have an ass. You're into big asses too? When did the world turn into big ass people? Never mind. I won't go into what I like. I will say, Bill, this is only my second beer. I am on an edible high. I'm peaking. I finished, Bill. I'm kind of doing a celebratory victory lap because do you see this? Hey, if you guys can and you're watching, on a scale of A plus being the best and F minus being the worst, what do you give this? And honestly, everybody give their own grade, and I don't care. You want to give me an F? Give me an F. The only part that's not original is, you're right, Bill, is that feeler right there, but you can't tell. Who said that? Could Ashton Bubbles? Best comment yet. Bill, do me a favor tomorrow. I say this every time. Can you make a chat group with... I will send you his number. I know it's my fault. Yes, Martin, you gotta do a morning text with me and Bill. Bill's 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock our time. Oh, look at the ice on the road. And then he's just driving, doing donuts with his semi-truck. Oh, hang on. I did see my mom. So my mom can't even figure out how to get to Facebook. Mom, thank you. And my mom gave me an A, not an A plus. Mom, why not the A plus? You're my mom. Jesus Christ. You're the one that wanted your son to be. I'm your pride. I'm your favorite child. You know I am. Jesus. Like. Keep on trucking, Bill. Remember that saying, Bill? Do you remember that? Because you want a Trans Am, Bill. And do you remember Smokey and the Bandit? There is going to be a Trans Am tax. Now, Bill, what's the news in your world? In our world, Canadians are scared about the tariffs. We don't care about lumber and da-da-da-da. They're I know, but do you listen? You leave it up to the parliament, but the parliament was the guy that met Trump and then came home and resigned in one fucking week. Really? Because, well, yeah, I get it. No, we won't talk about that. Yeah. My mom just gave me a plus. My mom, I think it's a guilty plus. It was a guilty plus, but nevertheless, Mom, less cussing, okay? I remember this. I'll tell you what. My mom knows it. Mom, do you know this? Mom, can you come to YouTube so I can read your stuff? Jesus, it's my own mom. Anyway, Mom, she remembers the Smothered Brothers. Who's the guy that hit watermelons, Bill? The bald guy but long hair. You came home to shepherd's pie? What was the meat filling? Your deer? Elk. An elk no, moose. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect you, Bill. Let me run my own show. Nobody can hear you. I'm just going to say a moose that you killed, okay? Moose shepherd pie. Wow. A plot. Well, it's his, so thank you. I really, yeah. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Kit. When are you ready to take delivery of this and the products that come with it? Like, when do you want to do that? I would like to have a martini at your house. I'm just telling you. I think you owe me a martini over this. You know what I'm saying? And I'd like to That's my crossbow, Bill. That one? Scope on it, laser sighting. I'm not going to show it, Bill, because I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, Bill. You want it? I don't use it. You want it? But I believe this is from your country, because whenever I get the, whatever the spans on them are, Bill, it's your country. It's the best one out there. Back in the day. Tomorrow evening. Okay, fuck it. I would like to come over. I'm inviting myself. So, I got to do it after my show or before my show. I mean, I got to run a show. Oh, I can run it from Ken's house. But then I'll just have my phone. Can I do my phone? Okay, can I come over with my phone to your house and have martinis? He might not want to be. Listen, I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm overthinking it, but Bill, how great would that be? Is if I take my wife, then I can drink, right? I can have his martini. Bill, these martinis are real martinis. He's not messing around. Bill, when I watched him make my martini, he took the lemon zest and cut it. He made like 6 of them. He was like Edward Scissorhands. Orange zest. I bet I would like that, Bill. Do you know I could buy, Bill, I could buy a brand of Seawolf 13 and brand it into the zest of the cocktail that I'm making? I've already looked into this. I know. I think it comes from China, and Trent won't let me buy it if I get it from China. It's a date, Bill says. Not that. Bill, you can't show up. You're not allowed in our country. Bill, do you want to know what Ken is? Ken's a Canadian. He comes up to your Providences all the time. His parents live there. He grew up there. Where are you? You can't say where F are you from. What part of Canada are you from? I think he's from Montreal. I didn't really listen, so I thought I was a narcissist. Saskatchewan, Bill. Isn't that by you? He's not an Indian, Bill. No, he's not an Indian. He's like French Canadian, I believe. Are you French Canadian? And if you don't want to answer, you don't want to be a part of this, just tell me to shut up. But anyway, who cares, Bill? Bill, he comes up there all the time. He knows how to sail. He's just an accomplished guy, Bill. Like, I can't get... He said, hell no. I am. Bill, we can't... Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bill, it's good to have you. What did you work today? Honestly, what kind of day was it? A 15-hour day? 12 and a half of, let's just say, what did we say you were? Truck driver. That's right. I like that title. Me and Bill were live the other night on Bill's channel. Service driver. Service driver is his actual title. Now, Bill, when I was a trashman, my ex-wife didn't like me telling everybody at parties I was a It was my favorite job ever, Bill. It was before it was automated, right? So they paid you 8 hours. Oh yeah. I should have left right then and there, not had kids with it, but whatever. Because she was ashamed, right? And I was the only white guy as a trashman, and my buddy Tim. I think he's passed with cancer. Because really, for real. I just remembered it was back when minimum wage was like. Bill, the stuff we would find during a breakup. If you break up with somebody, you throw everything away. I don't care if it's a 15-karat diamond, you throw it away. You just want to... And now the kids want to actually film everything they throw away and then burn it, right? As a trashman, I'm digging out of the hopper. Okay. Nice. Super windy up here. Okay. I believe Kent has been in your cold. Is Saskatchewan next to you? What's the temperature right now? Look it up. I would like to know on your phone. Well, you take your phone and then you say, hey, you're so tired you can't even do that? Okay. You know what? Don't worry about it, Bill. Don't get up. A 12-hour day. Lots of Bill's raining. He's looking at my weather before this weather. Bill, we're having a storm. I'm surprised it didn't shut down. He's got two towns. He's got his town and Watsonville. What is it in your town right now? Current temperature, no shit. Minus 23. Not bad, he says. That's warm. That's warm compared to yesterday. Now, Bill, when you're driving those big trucks on ice, is it just like driving normally to you? But the guys in the ditches are people like that get a rent-a-car and have to go to a meeting. Like, honestly, if I was part of like the bigwig community where I had to travel, I would hire somebody to drive me around because I know I would crash. Martin, what a great jeez. That is a funny. I can't even stop thinking about that. Man, what a fun show. So it started off with this. These are done. I was gonna break them down. Let me break them down for the finale of this show. Okay. Get my earring thing. Let me move this. I do not want anything to happen to this. I have until tomorrow with martinis at Kent's house. I will go live if he lets me. If not, well, we'll figure out a time and a place. Alright. So, I gotta match all these up. I did them last night on last night's show. Oh, that's a nice one. Now, for this one right here, oh, damn it. Doesn't matter. They're epoxy. That right there is the spine of that halibut. 100% sustainability. Do not try saying I'm not 100% sustainability because I'm going to bring up a video of this and then I will shut you down. So, what do we have next? We got oh, jeez, they're just dropping like flies. We got these big ones, so let's get them out of the way. And this was a nice vermilion that I learned how to get the fish ears from with my friend Jessica up at Fort Bragg.
Dinner's about to be ready if you
Okay, I will be done as soon as I hang up the earrings, love. Thank you. Alright, let's find a matching one to this. These are beautiful. These are for if you're going to have a daughter. They're pink. Okay? So if you're doing a gender reveal party and you invite me and you're having a daughter, I have to know the gender beforehand. I won't tell anybody else. Those aren't the same pink. I got another pink pair. So, hey, people that want to have girls, there you go. What are you doing? You sound like a chipmunk. Yeah, Sherry's right, Bill. Alright. Bill's like, I just want the day to be over. Alright, let's see here. Oh, these are beautiful ones. That is a nice capizon. A nice capizon. What'd you say, Bill? Sorry. Cheers, brother. Oh, no. Martin's on a different level. I like that guy. That's funny. Bill, Bill's laughing out loud. LOL, LOL, LOL. All right, so now we have just a nice pair of. Oh, blue for a sun right there. Okay. Those are a little big though. You got to get a mom that's kind of adventurous. Is all I'm saying. I have two pairs of blue, big ones and smaller ones. Here's the smaller ones right here. Okay. This is for all gender reveal parties, so I'm just going to stick them next to each other. Bill, have you ever heard of the gender reveal parties? Have you been to one, Bill? Yeah, but don't you have the older guys that try to have like a hot young wife and then they talk them into kids again? Everybody does it in America. It is. I'm enjoying my life. You're absolutely right, though. But. Oh, who's that, Martin? Martin is having a time of his life. These are just straight up champion. That's that 43-pound halibut, second to last one I killed on 9/2. So I will give this a special spot on the spinning rack. Where do you want to go on a road trip to, buddy? Oh, okay. Yeah. So these are the two that my mom gave back right here that they weren't done. So I will make sure those go right there. Man, I gotta say, these are some beautiful earrings, Bill. Yeah, I'm not in being weird, but these earrings, don't go to my website and buy yet, but someday. Bill, we tried buying something off my own website. It didn't go very well. There's no tax on it. There's no shipping and handling. Well, Stars, everybody thought you were going to be the first person to buy from me. And I said, no, it's going to be Star. Sorry, Bill. Star beat you out. No, because don't order now, Bill. Don't try to prove a point because I don't know where the money's going. Like, Bill's ready. Hey, he just said challenge accepted. 20. Hey, Bill, if you spend over $100, guess what? Free shipping. You knew it. All right, my guys. Thank you for a beautiful show. That's my show. If you enjoyed this, please share it out. I'm really enjoying this, and good night. That's all I could say. Yeah, the beard's getting white. I'm getting old, Bill. Your beard will get white when you're 54. If you can make it to my world.